and gentlemen, welcome back to Haychie, the Pokemon channel. Today, we're back to the crabs. It always happens. Crustle's probably the best deck against Dragapult. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, as far as good decks go, there's probably some really bad decks out there that just easily beat Dragapult but lose to everything else. As far as good decks go, Crustle I think is the best, and this weekend really showed it. I can't find all, like, the ratings right now, because it's still going on. We haven't gotten a winner yet. I think we're still in, like, top 4 right now, as I'm making this video, so it's gonna be a minute until it's done. I don't know what the top decks are at the moment, but I've seen some top 8 lists, I've seen top, like, 32 lists, and let me tell you, it's been a lot of Dragapult, which isn't surprising. Like, it's Dragapult, that's the thing. When you go to big tournaments like this, I believe there's two options you have. You either play the best deck, or you play a deck that beats the best deck. Those are the two options. There's no other shenanigans. It's just you either need to play the best deck, the most consistent deck, the strongest deck, or a deck that constantly, like, 60% or higher beats the best deck. And Crustle is like a deck that kind of beats it, like, honestly, like 75 to 25% of the time. So, you put 2 and 2 together, Crustle's a pretty gosh darn good deck. And then against other decks, so Dragapult, also plus, that's the 2 Dragapults, and then the rest, there's another 5% Dragapult. So 5 plus 9, 14, 36%. So if you matched up against an opponent, there's over a 1 in 3 chance that you are facing a Dragapult. If you made day 2. Day 1, I think there was slightly less, but that's how the cookie crumbles. But Crustle also has a pretty good matchup into everything else, kind of, not necessarily, but like it can beat, I should be more specific. If they're able to knock out a Mewtwo, they should be able to win. Their opponent does get the Giovanni, so it's harder to trap things. So I think that this is kind of a loss. Plus, Spidops has 130 HP. But then Crustle's doing 120, plus the Spiky Energy, and things like Jumbo Ice Cream, and Hero's Cape, and the Growing Energies. Give it a shot to beat it, so it's interesting. Festival Lead, I think, is an auto loss. Not an auto loss, but like a very unfavorable matchup. Ogerpon destroys Ogerpon pretty easily. Should beat Mega Lucario majority of the time. It just needs to KO 1 Mega Lucario and then deal with the Harayamas and other Pokemon. Alakazam destroys Alakazam. As long as you're getting set up, every deck runs like 4 Mist Energies. If they run the Fighting Ogerpon, they also run the Fighting Rocky Energy, which is another Mist Energy. So they're not able to keep up with that. Zoroark takes weakness. It should be an auto win. EX is auto win. The call was strictly play Crustle, pretty much. That was the meta call. Going into this tournament, there are 3 decks that I would be choosing from. It was Spidops and Team Rocket's Mewtwo. I just love that deck. I think that deck is really good, and it showed. It got to 8%. Crustle, or my third would have been Honchkrow, and I thought Honchkrow would do better. Honchkrow is my favorite deck. It's what I main, and I think it's a really good deck. I'm shocked with all these like EX decks, where you just one-shot them, that it didn't do particularly well. It kind of makes me sad, but it does have not the most favorable matchup against Dragapult, unfortunately, so that's probably it. I would have played it because I kind of like it. That's kind of the reasoning for it. I think it's a good deck. I don't think it's the best deck to run, but I would have probably run that if I'm being honest with you. I like Honchkrow. Leave me alone. Honchkrow's a great deck. But I grabbed a bunch of different lists. Not a different list, but I was going through Twitter, seeing what other people are playing. Limitless doesn't have Prague updated until after the tournament's done, and they get all the information, so it might be a few days. But I found Luke, who got top 8. I think there was multiple top 8s. I want to say there was 2 or 3 of Crustle. But this one, I really liked. Immediately when I went into this, I was like, why are they running Roto-Stick? Why not just run Pokégear? And then I realized they're running 4 Pokégears. So they would have run 5 if they had it, probably. If they had the opportunity to. But I like the consistency of the supporters. I like the Munkidoris. I like the Cornerstone Ogerpon. Everything about this is just consistent. It destroys Alakazam with a burning passion. Alakazam has no shot in here. Love the 4 Bossasaurs. I love the not the Crispin line. The whole supporter line in general. I do really wish that Arven was still in play. I don't like Petrel. I'm not a fan of Petrel. The one great thing about Petrel is there were Spine-Up decks out there. So if you ran Petrel, there was a decent shot that your opponent had down Team Rocket's Factory and you were able to draw 2 extra cards. Which is kind of cool. Kind of another addition. But this was Luke Sullivan's. He got top 8. And he also gave a shout out to Smart TCG for hating Roto-Stick. But if we go over here... Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Over here... Smart TCG ran the same deck. So they probably worked together on making these decks, is my guess. Obvious reasons on why they did that. But they probably grinded the hell out of this deck, and they were both able to get top 24, which is insane. I don't remember how many players were in there. It was over 1,000. We'll say like 1,300 would be my guess in that ballpark for Prague. But this is awesome. 2 top 32 Crustles, and then we also got a top 16 with Xander Wojciech, running the same thing, but more interesting, 4 Mega Kangaskhans, which I would think is overkill, but what do I know? I want to see what Cook does, because I actually don't know what Cook does. It looks like he heals 70 damage from your active Pokemon. That's not bad. It makes sense. Like, it looks like they're just like a tank deck. They're built to tank. Bit to last, Duralast. 4 growing energies, which I was kind of shocked as well that this deck didn't have growing energies, but it also does make sense because they run Crispin. But not even 1 growing energy does kind of shock me. I don't think you need 2 fighting Rocky energies. I think you could use 1 and then have the 4 Mist energies and maybe add a growing in there. Like, the 20 HP could be huge. Could be. Not necessarily huge, but could be. I don't know. Prague is an interesting tournament. I can't wait to get the Limitless data on it. But man, I really do like both of these decks. I want to try out the 4 Kangaskhans. That seems insane to me. That seems like overkill. But I kind of like this deck. Also, one thing that I noted that was super interesting that immediately stood out to me was they run 2 Ultra Balls and 1 Poké Pad. And my guess is strictly so they could thin their deck out. A lot of this deck, not a lot of this deck, a lot of the meta right now is, can you withstand an unfair stamp? And with Ultra Ball, you have a better chance of withstanding it because you're able to get rid of cards that you don't care about in the matchup. So like getting rid of Cornerstone Ogerpon, getting rid of Munkidoris, yada yada, just discarding things that you don't want can be huge for when you eventually do get unfair stamp, because I feel like 50% or higher runs unfair stamp at this moment. If you do get unfair stamp, you're able to withdraw or be able to get out of it with Pokégears, Roto-Stick, and all of these supporters. You have a very good shot. So that's my guess on why they run Poké Pad, or why they run Ultra Ball over Poké Pad. Don't know for a fact, but that's my guess. Guessing. But let's get into some games. I have it built on on the Pokemon TCG, and we'll see how this goes. I love Crustle. It's decks that beat Dragapult make me happy, and I would place a heavy bet that today I'm going to run into a lot of Dragapults. We win the coin flip, I get to go first. I'm still not confused. I'm still considering which one I should be trying to go first or second. I think in this meta, going first is too strong, even though it's probably better for this deck to go second. I think majority of the time it's just going to be better to go first because we don't want our opponents to be able to go first. Especially just because Evolution and then Proton. Alright, we got the Crustle at least. We got a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, so we can grab 2 Dwebbles out of the deck, which is great. They have the Badoo sleeves, which it doesn't scare me. I'm not scared, I swear. If we top deck Spiky Energy, we KO him after 2 attacks, which is kind of great. It's an enjoyable... Oh. He wasn't bluffing. It wasn't for show. He actually just does have the Badoo, huh? We have the Lose Determination for next turn. We could Pokégear try to hit Crispin, but since we don't have the... the Crustle in hand, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's Greninja! Okay. Greninja EX is hitting me for 120, but it's not place, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to think if it's... I should pull up, actually, Greninja EX. Yeah. We'll figure it out as we go. I don't know if it's do 120 damage or place 120 damage, because there is a big difference in this. Yeah, we're just gonna Lilies. I could Hilda there, but I'd rather get more... I was gonna say some Crustles in play and some energy, but... we're apparently out here struggling a little bit. We can just play the Mist Energy on you and ascend to greater heights, and I'm kind of down for that, but I am very wary of the free retreat, Ignition Energy, KO my 2 Dwebbles. But then after that, what can he do to me? And there also just wasn't a choice in the matter. That was my only play, really. I guess the Mist Energy could have gone somewhere else, so I could have Rocky Fighting Energy just to discard it. No, not discard it, but just save the Mist Energy. But I think we're okay. We're probably gonna see a Frogadier here is my guess. Or maybe a Snorunt. Yeah, there's a Frogadier. We could Pokégear if he doesn't Badoo me. I can't, well, I was gonna say I could Pokégear for boss's orders, but I cannot do that if he Badoos me. Let's Determination. Well, he's getting set up. Ogerpon's terrible in this matchup. Munkidori's terrible in this matchup. Mega Frostlass doesn't do anything to us. Okay, so we did not get a Greninja out this turn. That's fantastic. We can Crispin, but I think we're just gonna straight up Lily's Determination. Put the Rocky Fighting Energy on him. It does nothing, by the way. Like, it's just literally a colorless energy. You can Paralyze Stall me. That is an option. But we're gonna see if we can hit some Crustles. I want to get these guys evolved if I can. I got a Ultra Ball. Oh, I can't use the Ultra Ball! Okay, both of my Dwebbles are gonna get taken out. I think I have to play you. I want to discard the Munkidori with my Ultra Ball. Munkidori can easily get sniped on the bench, so I don't want that. Okay, I can discard both of them. I'll take it, I guess. We're looking at just absolutely walling my opponent for multiple turns. Show me the Greninja. I want to see what his attack does. I need to... It does 120 to 2 different Pokemon, but is it does or is it place? Let me read. Well, evolve them. Thank you. Mirage Brush, discard 2 cards from this attack does. So, Crustle does stop it. Right now, this Greninja cannot hit into a Crustle, but the Greninja can KO both our Dwebbles, which sucks. But, like, the whole theme around this deck is kind of thinning your deck to get best draws. So we can Ultra Ball away the 2 monkeys. That's how he beats us. Okay. So, how we need to win this is by drawing Boss's Orders. Boss's Orders KO the Frostlass, and we should just win. He's probably grabbing another Snorunt, because he knows that that's his win con. I don't think you need 4 Froakie lines in play. I could be wrong. Maybe he's thinking the only option he has is attacking with Frogadier. Or slowly KOing with Frostlass. Now, Monkey would be nice for moving damage around, but, like, you know, just, And we could move 60. We could KO one of the Froakies. I can Pokégear for Crispin. Hey, Crispin. Put a Dark Energy on the Monkey. Attach a Dark Energy. Crispin for a Dark Energy and a Grass Energy. Attach the... I think that's overcooking. I think if we just get the 2 Crustles in play, we just win. We run 2 Night Stretchers, I believe. I should double check that. We also have the Jumbo Ice Cream. Let's just Crispin. Let's just get set up. Okay, no, I should have tried getting Boss's Orders there. That was my bad. I don't think it's going to matter long term, but still would have been nice. We have the Jumbo Ice Cream in hand. They can't unfair stamp us. We just need to get damage down. I don't think they run Munkidoris. I think we're kind of just chilling now. They didn't get another Snorunt down. Next turn we could Pokégear. We thinned out the deck a little bit. Yeah, I should have Boss's Ordered, though. Or tried to dig for it. I'm not guaranteed it, obviously. But we do run 4 Boss's Orders, and the odds of hitting Boss's Orders off of Pokégear with 30 cards remaining in the deck is pretty decent. Unless they're all prized. Yeah, and now we're going to get Badooed. I kind of have regrets. But honestly, the longer this game goes, if he just keeps sacking Badoos off to me, then we're going to just win off of prizes. Looks like they run 2. Oh no, did he Night Stretcher it? Why did I think he Buddy-Buddy Poffin for it? Okay, he didn't grab anything with Buddy-Buddy. That's fine. There's no more TM devolution. I wonder why he did that. Let's just attach the fighting energy to get rid of it. Like, the dark energies we can hold on to for if we need to play Night Stretcher Munkidori, attach it. That would be not an ideal play, but it is an option that we could hold off on. Do we have any, like, switches? I should look into that, too. Because there is a real world where we're trying to get... Or he's going to try Paralyze installing us, which I think is about to happen. With Numbing Water. 20 damage, flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. When they're paralyzed, you literally can't do anything with them, to my knowledge. Like, you can't retreat, you can't attack. They're just done for that turn. And then at the end of the turn... At the end of your turn, it does go away, which is nice, but... Yeah, no switches. Oh, wait, we run Mist Energy. Oh, we're fine. What am I thinking? Sometimes you forget how good of a card just Mist Energy is on its own. And now we're not getting Badooed, so there's a really good chance that we hit Boss's Orders off of Pokégear. I want this to hit heads, but it still shouldn't paralyze me, right? Yeah, Mist Energy. That's crazy. That's really good. It's almost like it's a really good card. And we could Jumbo Ice Cream to get rid of the 70 damage on him. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away you and you. Question mark. Give me the Pokégear. Okay. Petrel for Hero's Cape. We can also grab another ice cream, but I don't think it's necessary. I was really hoping for a Boss's Orders, which honestly I think... What am I saying? Let's just grab Boss's Orders. The way he wins is with Frostlass. I'm thinking about Night Stretcher, but I don't think we do it. Night Stretcher for another Dwebble. We have the bosses. They probably don't run Unfair Stamp. They might run Judge, but they more than likely run Grand Tree. Which there was a large debate, right? Not a large debate, but there was a few guys talking about how Grand Tree works. It's a confusing card. So, I could be wrong, but my knowledge to Grand Tree is that if you play a Dwebble on turn 1, let's just say it's turn 1. Play a Dwebble on turn 1. Next turn, if you play a Grand Tree, you can search your deck for a Crustle. That's my knowledge. If you play a if I play a Dwebble this turn and he drops on a Grand Tree, I cannot search for the Crustle. Because I have to wait a turn for them to actually be able to evolve. And it has to be a basic Pokemon, to my knowledge. So, like, if you have, like, a Pupitar in play, that's a second, or let's say, like, Charmeleon, a more common one. A Charmeleon, and you want to use Grand Tree, it doesn't work because it's not a basic Pokemon. That's my knowledge to it. So he's grabbing 3? Okay. And now give me heads? Oh, yeah, we both grab 3. It's basically a Judge. Okay, can I hit a Boss's Orders this turn? We know they're in there. They're floating around in the atmosphere somewhere. Still didn't get another Snow Run down. I think they normally run like a 2-1-1 line, I guess. Frostlass and Mega Frostlass. I mean, just KOing him also is fine, but like... Oh, this is interesting. Oh, let's just Pokégear. That should just be GG. We'll attach to you. No reason not to. Don't really need to Jumbo Ice Cream. He was thinking about attacking with the Frostlass too. We took away that option. If he keeps wanting to do 20 damage, I'm just going to keep soaking up. This is an easy win, luckily. Poor guy. I'm so sorry. Your Numbing Water doesn't even work. It doesn't even numb me. I love the Roto-Stick. Honestly, part of the reason why I fell in love with Honchkrow was because of Roto-Stick. I thought it was a terrible card when I first saw it, and first played with it too. But the more and more I played with it, the more and more I loved it. RNG at its finest, and it's great. How long have I been recording? 25 minutes. 25 minutes has this game lasted, and I have played less than 6 minutes. Good job. I'm gonna give them a minute to figure out if they should concede or not. They did not. Now can you figure it out? I'm being mean. They made me sit here for that long just for them to lose. They deserve it. I don't think I can upload that video or this game. No basic Pokemon, but they get to see my Hero's Cape, which is kind of annoying because from... Okay, they know what I am. From that, they could determine that, hey, this guy does not have an unfair stamp. I want my opponents playing around unfair stamp. I want them not knowing what my A spec is, and I think that's important. Oh, hello, good sir. Well. Look what the cat dragged in. If it isn't a darn dirty old crusty boy. What we're gonna do here is Buddy-Buddy Poffin into Crispin. And I think we're gonna leave the Munkidori up there, actually. Oh, not first, second. If he's got Crispin, he one-shots me with Crustle. So he needs Crispin. He's got 8 cards in hand. It's pretty likely. We're not playing Ogerpon this game. No way, Jose. We're kind of just sacking off the Munkidori. Which... If I had a Crispin in hand, I have another one. I would... This feels bad, because he does 120. The math doesn't feel great. He did not hit Crispin, though. Oh, we're fine. We're chilling. Okay, he's got a grower deck. I'm a shower, not a grower. He's a grower. I'm not a shower. He's not attacking, which is good. But also, neither am I, which is bad. Okay. Hilda for... I think we just kind of have to sack him off. If I attach retreat... I have the Jumbo Ice Cream. This hand isn't great. This hand actually really sucks. But yeah, we're just sacking off the Munkidori. He unfortunately has a massive advantage on us strictly because I had 3 mulligans to start off with. He got 3 extra cards in his hand and he's using a lot of supporters while I'm here with not much. Team Rocket's Factory helps me out. We negate one of those by getting the Spiky Energy in play. But yeah, he's KOing our guy, which sucks because he's taking the prize lead. But we have the jump. He's probably got Jumbo Ice Cream in hand, too. We're going to do 120 to him. He's just going to heal it all up. I mean, we could jumbo off each other, basically. He's got the Spiky Energy, too, so we'll be at 140. So I have to use both. But if he doesn't get the Hero's Cape, he's probably going to Petrel, play down the Team Rocket's Factory, grab Hero's Cape, or Jumbo Ice Cream. Oh god, we're just a bunch of dirty ice cream eaters. I don't think I've ever really done the Crustle matchup where we're both kind of set up. Doesn't that discard an energy? Oh, I'm fine with that. I'm very fine with that. He's just getting another one down. But that just lost him a turn of energy attachment. That's great for me. Jumbo Ice Cream, Jumbo Ice Cream. Same exact play would put me down to 140. Oh, thank you. Please hit something decent. Okay, we're good. Bossaurus was also a choice there. Or we could stall with the Crustle, but I don't think it was correct. Also, the surprise Ultra Ball into Energy next turn might be really strong. So unless he has got... If he gets the Munkidori this turn, he KOs our guy. But that's also why the Super Potion was weird. I mean, maybe they run 4 Jumbo Ice Creams and that? Oh, they have the Hero's Cape. I mean, we have the Petrel ourselves. I could Petrel for Jumbo Ice Cream. Team Rocket's Factory, grab 2 more. There's a few options here. Okay, there's the energy attachment. So we're kind of even now. That's fine, he's grabbing 6 rather than 8. And in Petrel, honestly, the Team Rocket's Factory, he probably played just to thin out his deck a little bit. We're grabbing the monkey. Thank God it's not prized because the other one's already in the discard pile. Attaching to you. Adrenaline Braining. 30 onto him. So now we could take a hit because of the spiky energy. He has to Crispin us next turn if he wants to attack. And I think we Petrel for just the Hero's Cape. Oh, let's go! I'm telling that Super Potion was really weird. I kept him alive, so I guess I get it. It depends on what's in his hand. I just don't like the Super Potion in general. Getting rid of an energy late game, if you get like 1,000,000 energies on your Crustle, is fine. But like early game, the energy attachment's insane. That just put him 1 behind us. Nice. That was a nice quick game compared to the... I don't know if I'm going to actually upload the last one, but you probably saw a clip of how that one went. I've never had a game go down to 1 minute remaining on their timer before. And I was ready to strangle them. If it was in person, I would have fought them. We didn't win the coin flip, but we're going first. I wonder what my opponent's playing that they want to go second. Dude, can I not get a mulligan in a game? I have 7 basic Pokemon. It's not, like, an unreasonable amount. I should be starting with Pokemon, usually. So we have the Ultra Ball. We can get a second one up, which might be important depending on what they're playing. I might need to... Buddy-Buddy Poffin? No. It might be a little gross here, but I do think I need to Ultra Ball away these 2. I can't leave a 70 HP Dwebble up there all by himself. I can't do it. I can't. Even though he's got this guy up, Air Balloon plus Lunatone Soul Rock, attach an energy to Soul Rock, win the game. Okay, it doesn't look like they're gonna have it. But still, it was just too much. Fan Rotom's also a card that one-shots me really easily. There's probably a bunch of other basic Pokemon, but those are the 2 common ones that come to mind that do 70 immediately. So I think that it is correct to just, when you don't know what your opponent's playing, I see the Lillie's Clefairy, and it probably means that they don't have a turn 1 attacker that's not Badoo. But still, they chose to go second. So, I'm like, my feels off of that means that they're not an evolution deck. So it's probably Lil's Clefairy plus Steel Mask Ogerpon, like the slot box. But still, it's just like too worrisome. Also, Crispin, oh yeah, Crispin one-shots him. Yeah, that also makes sense. I did forget about Crispin, I'll be honest with you. That was another option. So I did make the correct play. I made the misplay by attaching, I should have probably... Hindsight's 20/20, but yeah, I probably should have attached the Mist Energy down to the Dwebble on the bench and just accept the fate of him. Really? Why? He can't attack next turn. I might be a little bit confused, but why not? Maybe he didn't have a... Okay, wait. We'll save Xerosic's Machination for later. We're gonna Lilies. He has a basic Psychic in there. Why not just attack with Lillie's Clefairy? And save the Iron Leaves for later. Okay, so one Dwebble is indeed prized. No Crustles, no other Pokemon. One Bosses. Okay. No Grass Energies, that's good. No Dark, okay. And we'll just Ascend. We force the Boss's orders this turn. We force him to get more energies in play, because this guy can't attack. I don't know, that was just weird. They might have Prime Catcher. Prime Catcher would actually go crazy here. Prime Catcher, Crispin. Kind of a really good play, actually. And we know they have a Psychic Energy, so also they could just retreat. Okay. Attach to the Psychic Energy that's in hand, and then Energy Switch. Or Crispin is, again. Oh, he needs the Boss's orders, right? It would be attached to Psychic Energy, Boss's orders. That would keep me behind kind of majorly. But we do have the Crispin for next turn. And we do know we're safe on that front. Yeah, there's the Energy Switch. I don't know. Am I just confused on why he didn't attack with the Liz Clefairy in turn 1 to begin with? Or turn 2? Like, he knew I wasn't going to be attacking. There was no energies in play. I can't get 3 energies with the Crustle. There's the Boss's orders. So yeah, he's KOing now. So that's good for him. But I'm just a little bewildered. Just a little bit. We're Crispining. Need both of those. Dark Energy goes in hand. Grass Energy goes on him. And then we attach a Spiky Energy, so we're doing a little bit of damage if he brings up something weird. I mean, he might just have lethal this turn. None of these guys are knocking me out, but there could be something weird. We've now seen the Energy Switch. If he draws a lot or retreats, we're gonna KO the Clefairy. One Boss orders is prized. Okay, so he could. Oh, I need the Mist Energy. Yeah, that turn 1 play by me, Mist Energy and the active Crustle rather than the bench one was bad. If I had a Mist Energy on this guy, we'd be fine. On this guy, I should say. Because I am worried. Now we can move 30 damage as well each turn. Okay, so he doesn't have an Energy Switch in hand. Noted. I'm going to Boss's orders KO the Monkey rather than the Clefairy, which might seem a little weird. But I'm just a little bit of a weird guy. Honestly, the Ogerpon's not a bad Pokemon in this matchup either. I was going to attach an energy, but I don't think I do. I think I'm just KOing the Monkey. I am afraid of confusion. That is kind of the strict reason on that. I don't like the confusion. I don't want to deal with that. So he gets rid of 30. We do not one-shot Clefairy if he does get another Monkey in play. It doesn't look like he runs Dark Energies. It looks like he runs Prism Energies. If he doesn't get energy or damage off of the Clefairy, we're just going to Boss Orders, grab the Clefairy, and knock her out. That'll put me down to 3, and also get rid of the potential Lillie's Pearl, I think is what it's called. That gives me 1 less prize when I knock him out. So if we can get rid of the Lillie's Clefairy early, that's ideal. I also don't like them sitting there with damage, because I mean, we just saw the Munkidori. I don't think they're going to have much for us. Yeah, okay, we're just knocking out the Clefairy. Bye-bye. So no damage in play. Munkidori's no longer much of a threat. It could still confuse me and make life a little bit more difficult than I want it to be, but we're so far ahead that I could probably... There's our boss doors. Okay, so all of them are in play now. We can probably just try digging for Night Stretcher to get one of our 2 Dwebbles back in play. Which I think is what I have to do now. Yeah, I need to dig for Dwebbles. We shouldn't have any in the... Yeah, we know one's prized. Oh! We saw the monkey door. I probably should have just attached to this guy. We'll Poké Pad for Crustle. Or another monkey, why not? Either's fine. Right now our hand sucks. I really can't do anything with it, but we can Crispin for another Munkidori. So that if he does get his own Munkidori down, I can move 60 while he's only moving down 30. Huge. I put the 30 damage on the Ogerpon strictly because I was like, oh, the damage isn't going to do anything on the Iron Leaves. But honestly, getting rid of the damage is better than leaving it active because we know they have the monkey. I'm going to keep saying this. They have the monkey. We've seen it. He can Night Stretcher, Prism Energy again. That's pretty unlikely. Well, the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan doesn't attack through us, but it's still draw and a really big tank that's hard to KO. He can't Boss Zard's KO us this turn. That's a potential target. I really need to dig for Night Stretchers. Or to take a KO and hopefully get the Dwebble off of the one of the last 3 remaining. What's he grabbing? It's gotta be a monkey, right? Latias monkey. I am really worried about the Munkidori. I just don't want to be confused. It's gonna make this game such a headache. And without... He can't retreat. He's already retreated this turn. He's getting ready to attack with him. Oh, thank God. Nice. Nice. We're gonna put the Grass Energy in hand. Dark Energy onto you. I was thinking about not putting the damage counters on him, but there's already so many damage counters out there that it doesn't matter. But the huge news is he could do 90 damage to us every turn with Munkidori plus the moving 30 damage around because he's got a full board. He can't have Area 0. So he could put more down, but... Hello, darkness. I think I'm losing this game now. If he's able to get both of them onto him, he just wins, right? This attack does 20 damage for each of your basic Pokemon in play. He's got 7? No, yeah, 7. He's doing 140. But he needs one more. He just needs one more and he's got it. That means he's not attacking. Oh, frick off. Oh, it's so gross. Wait, he's not KOing. Oh, no, he is because he can move the 30 damage around. Ah, now he's KOing. He should not move 30 damage onto the Munkidoris. That is not the play if he does that. Yeah, that was the play. Damn. Take 20. Okay, Lillie's Determination, we're back in this game. Dude, I thought I was running away with this game. Clearly not. The Lillie's Determination that I played earlier really ruined me, but I don't even think it was incorrect because, man, I needed... I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I needed Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher killed... Or not getting Night Stretcher has killed me. The one Dwebble being prized and not being able to get back the 2 Dwebbles is really hurting. I wish I didn't have to play Heroescape, but I do feel like I need to. It stalls me another turn. He shouldn't be able to knock out our Munkidori this turn. I mean, he could knock out the bench guy. How many bosses is that? 2? Pretty good. None of those are Night Stretchers! So he can attack me with Passimian, he can attack me with Ogerpon, and that's it. Our last attacker is going to be this Ogerpon. There's no fighting energy in there. There's 2 rocky fighting energies somewhere in the deck as well. Does Crispin get us there? I don't think so. Two bosses orders gone. If he gives me time to set up, we might just be okay. Boss's orders right now does nothing. That's fine. My boss's orders on my side, I should say. Because we're not KOing anything this turn. This attack damage is Pokemon with ability. The attack damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance, so we can do 140 anywhere we want. We need to take 3 prizes remaining. Passimian cannot one-shot me. Passimian maxes out at 160. Plus 30 from Munkidori. I still think we need to one-shot him, like, as soon as possible. And we're gonna need... So we're gonna KO the Passimian. Should be able to survive another turn. And then we're gonna want to KO, like, the Iron Leaves on the bench. To take the 3 prizes needed remaining. Okay. No monkey. He's got 1 monkey in there. I don't think they run 3. Do they? 2 seems like a good number for that deck. That's interesting. So he does 140 to our Ogerpon. He's probably going to start stacking damage on him, but we have the Munkidori, so we just move it back. Yeah. He's not KOing our monkey. We also have resistance to fighting, so we knew that going into it. I should try to figure out the exact... So there's no dark energies in the deck. If the fighting energy or the grass energy is prized, Crispin does not work. It's the fact that I don't know the prizes, other than the fact that one of them's a Dwebble, which means there's 2 prizes in there that we don't know. And there's 2 that would be devastating to us. We know that we have all the bosses, right? We've used 2, yeah, so all bosses. I was hoping one of them was prized, because that's easy for me to remember. So he just needs a Psychic Energy for him. He does not have a Psychic Energy in play. That's at least good. I could Pokégear, but I should save that, honestly. It's just Crispin. Please. Damn it! 1 grass energy is prized. At least we got the fighting energy, so we don't need to worry about that next turn. We don't want to Night Stretch or anything down, because he only needs 2 prizes. The reason we put the damage on the Iron Leaves is to ensure that over 2 turns we can KO him. We need to KO the Passimian, and then we need to KO the Iron Leaves. I think he needs to Boss's Orders this turn to get damage down on him. I think in that case we kind of just win. I think he's digging for the Psychic Energy, or a Prism Energy, or a Night Stretcher. What would be my best draw? Jumbo Ice Cream? We don't have any stadiums. Is he gonna try attacking with Ogerpon? That'd be a huge... He'd just probably win if he is able to do that. No, he's not. Okay. So he KOs our guy. He moves 30 damage onto us. He does 140 with him. That's his max damage, I think. If I KO his Passimian. So with the Pokégear. I think this is fine. We might get him to discard something important. That's it. That's the entire reason. The other supporters don't do anything right now. I don't want to Boss's Orders. I want to say Boss's Orders for next turn to KO the Iron Leaves. Oh, he's out of range. I had to KO him this turn, I think. We can get rid of anything important. I think I just misplayed gigantically. KO the Passimian. He goes to... No, wait, he goes to 90. Dude, I hate how this looks. He's got 100 HP remaining. I thought he had 100 and, like... I thought it was the other way around. I thought he had, like, taken 100 damage. Oh! Okay, wait, is that an Absol? Why does he have an... Not gonna question the deck anymore. That's not what we needed. Pokégear, Roto-Stick, Boss's Orders. There's 2 Boss's Orders, there's 1 Roto-Stick, there's 2 Pokégears, so that's 5 cards that we could hit. We know that one of the last prizes is Dwebble. Oh, wait, does he just win? Oh, frick, he just won! Oh, okay. Damn, that Passimian changes everything. I wonder what the top deck would have been. Dang. GG's, they played well. They played that really well. I thought it was over. The Lillie's determination early on really screwed me up. That's going to be it for today. I hope you guys did enjoy. It was a fun one. I like Crustle. It's a fun deck to maneuver around with. Mom, cut the crust. I don't know why I named it that. But I hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so. Thank you for the continued support. If you haven't liked the video yet, please be sure to do so. You made like, what, 45 minutes into the video and you haven't liked it? Come on. Come on. Anyways, get out of here.